Hi dearies, how are you all doing? Hope everything is going great with you all. And so I am back with a yum recipe. And this time again, guess what? Kids love this one. Welcome to Prati's kitchen. So if you're not bugged up making the same routine chapatis and rolls and having the same rotis, here's something interesting and wholesome recipe. I have brought healthy veg and non-veg wraps. In veg I've got paneer wraps, in non-veg I've got chicken sausage wrap and egg chicken wraps. So these are something very quick to make, and these are one wonderful dabba ideas also when the kids start going to school. These are so convenient to make and kids will come with a khali dabba home. So let's start cooking. So I'm taking about 2 to 3 bunch of spinach, finely chopped and rinsed and washed. And then these are green chilies. I will let you know how much to use. So 3 cups of wheat flour going in there. So this is a medium sized cup. So you take 3 cups of wheat flour. To it you add 3 bunches of palak finely chopped. Now to it I'll add about a tablespoon of green chilies sliced thin. You may add as per your taste. And then I would add the main ingredient, which not only adds to the flavor but to the health as well. So 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds going in there, which is super rich in calcium. Make sure you add sesame seed as much as possible in your daily routine. Now I've added salt as per taste. Now the point to be noted here is that the raw palak that we have used leaves a lot of water. So you have to make sure that you mix it super well to just ensure that you're using right quantity of water to knead the dough. The dough has to be thick, a little harder than the usual chapati dough, because it leaves water and you cannot put it for rest more than 10 minutes. So now while the dough is resting, we will prepare our stuffing, and the stuffing today we're preparing is paneer. Yippee! It's my favorite. So I have taken about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil, and to it I've added 2 tablespoons of onion paste. You may use the chopped onion, but I just like the thin, the gooey and a silky texture of the curry, the gravy. So I've added 2 tablespoons of onion paste. You just have to give it a good mix and start cooking it on medium flame until this turns translucent, meaning it is no more raw. Keep stirring it and keep cooking it. So once it is done, I would add about a teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. It's completely optional, but I love it. So you just add for the added flavor and that yummy the wholesome rich gravy consistency. You have to add this. So add about a teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. Give it a good mix and keep cooking it on medium flame. I'm adding half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon of chili powder as per your taste again, salt as per taste again, and give it a good mix. Now I'm going to be adding for the gravy consistency a 3/4 cup of normal milk. So 3/4 cup of milk goes in there, keep stirring it, and for the color I've added about half a teaspoon of Kashmiri lal mirch. So just give it a good mix and keep stirring it, keep cooking it, and once it becomes a little thicker, now add in your tomato puree. I have added about half a cup of tomato puree. It is nothing but the fresh tomatoes. I've just grinded it to a fine paste. Say about 2 medium tomatoes I have taken, and just make it into a fine paste. Add it, and I've added about a tablespoon of jeera powder and half a tablespoon of kasuri methi. The jeera and kasuri methi combination gives such an aromatic flavor to the entire gravy. It is very essential, so don't forget to add that. Now to it I'm adding 1 cup of paneer cubes, which is about approximately 200 grams of paneer going in there. Add a little bit of water. I'm adding a little bit of water because my gravy has turned totally thick, and while I want my paneer to get cooked and soak in the gravy and get the entire flavor in it, I would add a little bit of water and simmer it and cook it for 5 minutes or minimum of 4 minutes with the lid on. So once I have cooked it for minimum of 3 to 4 minutes, do not overcook because your paneer would then get too softened. So we don't want that happening. Just cook it until the gravy comes closer and it's thick enough that it doesn't drip, and the wraps that we make will hold it. And And now we will start making our chapati. So this is again the similar procedure of your regular chapatis. Roll it thin, make chapatis, sprinkle oil here and there. If you want to avoid oil, if you're making it for yourself, like for the adults, you can avoid oil. So make the regular chapatis and keep it aside. So I have made about say 5 to 6 of them. And the best thing about this chapati, what I like is I am so happy that my children are eating some green leafy vegetable in there without even knowing. So I really love adding my methis and my all the green leafy vegetables, whatever they tend to refuse to eat, I add it here and there, whether it is in pakoras, sandwiches or chapatis. This is how I incorporate it. So now our chapatis are done. I am adding about half a tablespoon of mayonnaise here. In fact, 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise, because this is for my kid, so I think they love mayonnaise. This is a homemade mayonnaise, so I have generously spread a tablespoon of mayonnaise. And now the paneer stuffing goes in there, so add as much as required, and then to it I will sprinkle my favorite veggies. So you can use any veggies you want, just the onion and green chilies would do, or tomatoes and onion would do. I am sprinkling a little bit of onion, bell pepper, green, yellow and red, some tomatoes in there, green chilies that adds to the spice, and a little bit of coriander in there. So this is how simple it is. So this is my wholesome rich veg paneer wrap. Now keep it aside. We will, before serving, heat it and then serve it. Now I am preparing another little variation, another veg paneer wrap. So here you can make it interesting. Whichever sauces are available at home, use it. Just use it. So I am using a little bit of mayo, garlic chutney and mint chutney because I really love the garlicky flavor. In fact, even my mayo has it, but kids tend to have a little less spice, so I did not add it in their roll. So this is a wrap that goes in with a lot of chutneys in there and the veggies, and of course my paneer stuffing. So sprinkle all your green veggies in there, and it is so delicious, trust me, so healthy. And the best part is kids do not fuss to eat. They just love, because sauce is the best combination, and when it is homemade, then why not? I mean, I just don't fear to give it to my children. So now the veg wrap is ready with little bit of variation. Now we are heading towards our third batch of wrap, and this is the chicken sausage wrap. So in chicken sausage wrap you need not add your paneer, but I'm adding paneer just to give that flavor, because my sausage does not have any gravy or curry or masalas in there. So I'm adding my paneer as well as 2 sausages in there, which has been little stir fried, and then of course the regular veggies sprinkled over, and wrap it up. So this is my chicken sausage wrap, which is ready. Now we are going ahead with our egg chicken wrap. So egg chicken wrap is like, you can just variate it with any stuffing that you have, like leftover vegetables at home or chicken at home, whatever. So I have sauteed a little bit of mushroom, capsicum and onion with pepper and salt. So I am just sprinkling it over generously on my omelette. So first we will make the omelette. Sprinkle your green veggies, whatever you like, you just don't have to cook these veggies as well. You can sprinkle it just raw, because it just is a stir fry, very quickly cooked veggies, so you don't have to actually cook them. Now this is, I've sprinkled some chicken. I had made some chicken curry the other day, so I had just picked up just the breast piece and sprinkled it. So you can just variate it with whatever veggies you have, and make an omelette of it. Just make a plain omelette if you like, with just the veggies, fresh veggies sprinkled over. That would do as well. Now this is a very heavy and a wholesome breakfast recipe. So we barely eat half of it, that is what my appetite is, and so is my husband's and kids. So you may actually it's so easy to make, because with just 2 wraps the whole family is done. So now once we're done making the rolls, we will just heat it on the pan and make it little hot and crispy before serving. So I've just sliced it up into 2. I've just used a pan, sprinkled a little oil, and I have cooked it again. So this gives it a fresh taste, texture, and very hot and crispy while eating. So ta-da! My paneer veg wraps are ready, and of course the sausage and the egg went into our tummies, so I could not click the pictures while serving. So I just could plate the paneer wraps here. So guys, this is something that y'all should try, and I'm sure if you have a fussy kid who doesn't eat the greens and vegetables, just try making this for them. So thank you for watching Prati's Kitchen.